My name is Felicia Lacalle, and I am the chef owner of Cuba Cocina inside of Armature Works located in Tampa. Cuba Cocina is a concept that is a modern Cuban cuisine restaurant. We wanted to bring something very original to Tampa, but very modern. We decided that we wanted to bring back all of abuela's cooking, my grandmother's recipes, things that were from the culture, things that are from Tampa, and represent them in a modern way, and everything's made with love and passion. So the Cuban sandwich is something very familiar to me. Every single bite has something different to it, but then it's all together. And it was very important for me when I opened up the restaurant that we had the best Cuban sandwich in Tampa, so people knew, okay, this is what a Cuban sandwich is really supposed to be like. So we are an award-winning Cuban sandwich. We use the best ingredients. We marinate our pork in fresh mojo. We do not use anything that's bottled. We use the bread from La Segunda, which has been a bakery that's been around for over 100 years, and we use quality products. Who was the originator of the Cuban sandwich? For sure, it's Tampa. The Cuban sandwich was something that was made for the workers to come in and to eat of things that was left over, especially being pork. And then on top of that, we had a mix of Germans and Italians that were in the city, because we are a city that's mixed many origins of different countries and people who are, not only Cubans, but from other places. So we make a perfect Cuban sandwich by, number one, the bread. The bread makes the sandwich. You definitely have to go to La Segunda Bakery and go check out Copeland and see his whole entire operation. You're going to be amazed.
I'm Copeland Moore, fourth generation at La Segunda Bakery. My great-grandfather came from Spain to Cuba to fight the Spanish-American War, learned the art of making Cuban bread there, and brought it to Ybor City in the early 20th century. Our process here is all done by hand. It's a very arduous process that takes about 10 to 12 hours from start to finish to make a loaf. From mixing to molding to using the palmetto leaf, which is a tradition my great-grandfather started in the early 20th century, and creates a split on the top of the loaf. And that's a tradition here in Ybor City, and that's how people know it's authentic Cuban bread. From there, the bakers will take the bread and proof it, and then stick it in the oven when it's ready to go. The Cuban sandwich is important for the big game because it represents everything that Tampa is all about. There's a lot of history tied into the Cuban sandwich, from the bread, the ham, the pork, and all the communities of Ybor City that developed the sandwich itself. This community is extremely important for La Segunda. We've obviously been here a long time, and they've supported us, since 1915. We love being here. We love having people come and visit us and tell us stories about how they grew up and when they came to the bakery, when they were children with their grandparents. And we see the tradition continuing on. It means a lot to us, and everything that Ybor City and Tampa have given to us.
This is how we make the perfect Cuban sandwich here at Cuba Cocina. So first we start off with our Cuban bread from La Segunda Bakery. And then we're going to spread on our special sauce that we use. It's based off of mustard, garlic, and pickles, the same ingredients that we put into our Cuban sandwich. Next up, we're going to layer on our pickles onto the bottom of the bread. The pickles and the Swiss cheese are what bring the German aspect of it. Put our cheese on top. Then I'm going to layer our salami and our ham, which that's the Italian part of that. There goes our salami. There goes our ham that we layer on thinly, because we want to make sure that the bread and the pork are the stars here. So then we layer on our pork. We put on a big hefty amount, which our pork is marinated 24 hours in fresh sour orange, garlic, and oregano. And the last piece de resistance is we're going to press it with lots of delicious butter on top. And that's how you build the perfect Cuban sandwich.